My heart doth break at this most recent loss. And how shall heart be healed of this grave pain? My aunt and uncle first, and now this Ben. Did e'er a person know such grief as mine?
His heart breaks for a person, Obi-Wan. My heart breaks for a people, Alderaan. My ship's crushed first, and now my planet too. Did e'er a person know such grief as ours?
I have but known this man a little time, yet in my heart he holds a special place. So had I hoped to learn from him the Force, and be his eager new apprentice too.
My Alderaan I'd known for all my life, and hold it in my heart in highest esteem. So had I hoped to one day make it home, when this rebellion all is passed away.
But now must I another pathway take, and make my final destiny sans him. My hopes shall not fulfilled be as planned, yet may I hope to serve through different deeds.
But now must I some other course adopt, and write my life's own story without them. My dreams shall not be realized as I wished, yet may I dream to see some other fate.
Thus shall I strive to hold my head up high, and be a beacon to this princess dear. So I'll in her rebellion play my part, and show her what a Jedi Knight may be.
Thus shall I strive to hold my hands outstretched, and be a calming presence to this man, so I'll in his deep mourning act my role, and show him what a comfort friends may be.
We now approach the Empire's sentry ships. I prithee, Chewie, keep the ships at bay and angle our deflector shields while I do charge the weapons for our sure defense. My friends, I know ye grieve most heartily, yet we have not made our escape complete. I need thy help, so get thee to the guns.
With newfound strength, Luke rises to the shore and finds the console opposite from Han. With lasers armed and engines all roared, TIE fighters swiftly come. The battle's on.
Now be thou sharp, young Luke.
They come anon.
They come too fast. How shall we hold them off?
The ship is struck. All lateral controls have been destroyed.
Oh, heaven!
Be not afeard. I'll warn that the ship shall surely hold. O ship, hast heard my word? I prithee, hold.
Now have I smashed one.
Well, thou worthy lad, but be thou not too full of pride and joy. When battle's won, then mayst thou boast indeed. But now our boast yet who bested were.
Still two remain, so be thou bold and wise. With shouts and sweat and every skill employed, young Luke and Han contend with all their might. At last the last TIE fighter is destroyed, and battle ends in fiery blast of light.
We are the victors. Merry is the day.
But I have fallen. Help! Oh, help me now. 'Tis surely thy fault, R2-D2, see?
Thy rescue hath been wondrous, think'st thou not? Say I. At times I do myself amaze. Amazing hath my rescue of thee been. Amazing is my hand at piloting. Amazing all my part in this escape. Amazing, it is true, my handsome good looks.
Amazing is thy pride and love of self. Thus stand I now amazed that ere thou shouldst allow thy great amazing self to stoop so low that thou wouldst rescue such as I. But let me now amaze thee, if I may, by telling thee that thy amazement is misplaced. For never have imperial ships let enemies escape with such great ease as thou and thy amazing vessel have just now amazingly escaped.
Nay, nay, call'st thou this venture easy, princess? Pish!
I'll warrant we are being tracked even now.
This ship shall never be tracked, good sis.
Methinks thou dost upon this vessel far too great a trust bestow. But none of that. I merely am relieved that R2 doth the information safely in his guard.
But wherefore does this matter, princess? Say, what carries he?
Rebellion's greatest hope, for he doth hold the readouts technical unto the battle station, aye, the one that such great power displayed over Alderaan. My hope it is that when the data can be read, an inner weakness we shall find. Though thou hast seen this battle end, the war has not concluded yet.
But there thou errest. Thou dost not speak my mind. For this ship and its pilot, princess, 'tis concluded now. I have not joined thy rebellion, nay. My purpose runs not to rebellion help. My purpose runs not to assist thyself. My purpose runs toward one aim alone, and I do speak it plain. I shall be paid, and will be paid, and every aspect of my being lives in expectation of the moment when thou shalt my coffers fill.
O fiendish knave, be thou concerned not o'er thy reward. If thou in money dost find love, then surely shalt thou have it. Ay, thy friend is every part a hired man, a mercenary with no mercy he. A question whether he doth care for aught, or anyone.
But I do care. I do. If only, Leia, thou didst know how much. Pray tell me, Han, what dost thou think of her?
I tell thee true, my mind is settled fast when it thinks not of her.
'Tis well, 'tis well.
Now is it plain to me why he doth ask? The boy doth fancy her, I'll warrant, else I've made a great mistake in judgment here. What use are young men's dreams if not for mocking? So I shall dance upon his tender heart. And yet...
Alas, a yet, what's this of yet?
The woman truly hath a spirit bold, and yet I know not. What thinkst thou, I pray? Thinkst thou a princess could with me be...
Nay.
The swift Millennium Falcon makes its course unto the place the Empire long has sought. On Yavin 4, rebellion hath its source, o'er which the final battle shall be fought.
Good princess, thou art safe. When word we heard about the cruel destruction of thy home, we feared the worst. But now to see thee safe is like a fragrant blossom to my sense.
In time we may recount our griefs, good sir, but now is the occasion we must act. I pray thee, take this R2 unit here and use the data thou shalt find therein to plan our great attack. Our only hope it is, Commander. Trust in what I say. The records R2 holds are analyzed, and lo, an opportunity appears. The rebels straight are of the news apprised, and hearts made ready as the battle nears. But whilst they mine good R2's database, the Empire learns where all the rebels wait. The Death Star makes its way unto the place to bring to Yavin Alderaa's grim fate.
Now gather round, ye pilots good and true, for here shalt thou a goodly lesson learn. For we have a single hope in this attack, and ye shall hear how we may compass it. The battle station heavily shielded is, and hath more firepower to fire than half our fleet. It hath defenses against a large assault, but like the king who fell for want of horse, this station may be crushed by smaller might. A one-man fighter may have strength to clear the outer walls and penetrate therein.
Beg pardon, sir, but how, I prithee, shall a one-man fighter stand its ground against them?
A question asked in wisdom 'tis, good friend. The Empire vast hath not considered small snub fighters to be any threat, methinks, else surely 'twould make suitable defense. The strongest people often put their faith upon their strength alone, yet often such as these are bested by a people led by wisdom, skill, and cunning. To the point, the plans provided by the princess show the battle station's fatal weakness a weakness do I call it, yet be sure, the hard approach therein shall perilous be. Thou must maneuver through the trench above, and the surface unto this especial point. There shalt thou find the glory spot, my lads. There shalt thou with a blast most keenly shot bring down an empire cruel and merciless. But take ye heed, for all is not yet told. The hole thou must attempt to strike is but 2 meters wide, a thermal pipe for waste. This hole shall make thy laser's power grow. This hole shall start a chain reaction great. This hole, if thou canst hit it, wins the day. This hole shall end the battle station whole.
But, sir, the odds of such a hit are nil.
'Tis impossible, shall we, I say? Attempt this madness, or mayhap 'tis best if we do live to fight another day, if we had but another 1,000 ships.
Why, I have with the T-16 back home gone hunting womp rats scarcely larger than the target we are called upon to strike.
Go ye then, and force be with you all.
Now what is this? Thou hast thine only love, thy dear reward, and now thou leavest quick?
'Tis true, I do confess, for I shall never be free unless I use this great reward to clear me from the crushing weight of debt. And be thou honest, should I here remain to fight against a power as great as this? 'Tis foolishness, this fight, 'tis lunacy. Pray, Luke, come thou with us. Thou art a brave and worthy lad with wit and strength to fight.
Speak thou not so, but open up thine eyes. See here what noble cause thou leavest behind. Look in the hearts of these good people here. Behold the force that keeps rebellion strong. Thou must have eyes to see what happens here, how great the cost of this bleak battle is. Thou knowest well what taken thou dost hold to pilot and to lead with manner bold. Turn not thy back upon thy fate, good Han, but turn thy heart and stay with us to fight.
What value hath reward when one is killed? What benefit gives honor to the dead? To try the fight against the station, Luke, is not good courage, rather suicide.
And take thou care now, Han, thou solo act, for certain 'tis the part thou best doth play.
Nay, listen. May the force be with thee, Luke. The ship that flies without a thruster fails. Propulsion and direction must one have to navigate the obstacles of space. I know 'tis true, as any pilot doth. And how can I imagine that a man can fly without a conscience as his guide? Without the inner compass of my soul, how can I vainly hope to pilot life? I know what 'tis to choose the right and good. I know small rebellions causes just. I know the people here have need of help. I know all this, but still do harbor doubt. Yet shall my doubts lead me unto this choice? And shall I choose convenience over right? Or shall I choose myself or my new friends? Aye, shall I choose rewards over my own soul? A smuggler's heart doth keep calm time inside, no matter sways a pirate's peaceful pulse. But sometimes stirs in me I ne'er felt before. Is this a rebel's heart I feel within?
What is the matter, Luke?
'Tis only Han. Methought he had a heart for good, but nay, he hath not changed his mind.
He hath a path unto himself. Not thou, nor I, nor aught can plot the course he chooses, verily.
I wish as well that Ben were here with us.
A kiss I gave thee once to give thee strength, and another kiss I give in friendship's hope.
Say, Luke!
Dear Biggs!
It warms my heart to see thee here, good friend. Shalt thou go with us hence, against the Empire?
Aye, on our return I'll bend thine ears with stories wild and true.
I pray thee, Luke, canst thou these ships control?
I'll stand as witness, sir, that Luke shall prove more worthy than myself. I'll warrant he's the best of pilots on the outer rim. Fear not this one, good sir, he'll earn his way.
Good lad. Now thou shalt suffice.
Aye, marry, sir, I'll do my part.
Now must we thither go. But when we come again unto this place, I'll drink with thee a dram of Naboo's ale, whilst thou thy tales relate.
Say, Biggs, take note, for once I did assure thee I would join rebellion's ranks, and here am I, e'en now.
Shall be like olden times on Tatooine. Dear friend, it gives me comfort for to see thee here. Even death couldn't come and welcome be, because I know that thou dost ride beside.
Is R2 unit hath known better days? Wouldst thou a fit replacement for it find?
Thou knave, say'st thou I have known better days? I'll better my days yet upon thy pate.
Nay, say not so, for R2 hath been mine through many an adventure, and belike hath exploits still to undergo.
Oh, be thou safe, dear R2, and return, for thou wouldst not that my existence should become a bore. Oh, fate, I prithee, keep them safe, my master and my only friend, else should I find a lonely, tragic end.
As our scene shifts to space so deep and dark, o'er your imagination will hold sway, for neither players nor the stage can mark the great and mighty scene they must portray. We ask you, let your keen mind's eye be chief. Think when we talk of starships, there they be. If you can soon suspend thy disbelief, the Death Star battle shall you plainly see. So now, the preparation made with care toward the Death Star rides a noble fleet. By whir of engines rebel take the air, with courage strong their unknown fate to meet. The Death Star doth approach, and shall within the range of Yavin's rebel base arrive. Within these 15 minutes, lo, alert.
Good man. Each now shall speak and state his name.
Red 10 doth here stand by.
Red 7 doth stand by.
Red 3 doth here stand by.
Red 6 doth here stand by.
Red 9 doth here stand by.
Red 2 doth here stand by.
Red 11 doth here stand by.
Red 5 doth here stand by. We have our numbers, and our souls have names. For I am Luke Skywalker, here beside my friends Good Biggs and Wedge Antilles, too. No war shall render us into mere 3s and 2s and 5s. We ride for ride we must, and here we ride in Ben's most worthy name. True, here we ride in Leia's noble name. Aye, here we ride in Alderin's slain name. Oh, here we ride for all the names which have throughout our lives been written on our hearts. Our debt to them is past all numbering.
Now lock thine S-foils in attacking mode. We shall pass through the thin magnetic field. Use your deflector shields and form in line. I prithee, man, take care and be ye bold. But look, I say, how large the Death Star is. I am afeared that this shall be my end.
The rebel ships now make their first attack and fire onto the Death Star's iron walls. The Empire shoots with lethal laser back. 'Tis death to anyone on whom it falls.
The volleys fall from close at hand. I see.
Red 5 reporting. Swiftly I go in. My first attempt here falls. Oh, hit the mark.
With courage, Rare Luke makes initial pass and blasts his way onto the Death Star's hull. But now maneuvers he too close. Alas, shall he escape the fire's most deadly pull?
How goes it, Luke?
I nearly cooked my goose, but all is well. Now shall I take more care?
Full 30 ships descend upon us, sir. So small that our lasers pass them by.
Aye, then shall we destroy them ship to ship. Tell thou the crews, be ready to attack.
Now take ye care, good men. Great fire doth rage from outside of the harsh deflection tower.
I stand prepared.
Now shall I strike. Pray, give me thy good cover, Porkins.
Stand I strong and ready to give thee aid, Red 3.
Now bravely Biggs doth render sharp hard blast unto the evil Death Star's armored side. The Empire's fire unto his mate hath passed, and now Red 6 doth face a troubled ride.
Disaster at me strikes.
Eject, forsooth!
I yet may set it right.
Anon, pull up!
Nay, I'll warrant that all shall be well.
In 7 minutes shall the Death Star be within the range of our fair rebel base. As rebel spirits with great strength rebound, a voice speaks unto Luke as to a son. Luke hears the voice in its familiar sound. 'Tis his old friend and master Obi-Wan. Pray, trust thy feelings, Luke.
I hear this voice, and know it well. O me, speak thou again. Then heed the voice, my soul, and trust thyself. On Ben's command I'll strike a hearty blow.
Squad leaders, mark me well. New fighters have appeared and come toward you presently.
My scope shows not. My eyes to them are blind.
Employ thy visual scanning. They approach. Red 7, thou hast one upon thy rear.
My ship is hit. Now must I die, dear friends.
Good friends, if thou dost catch an enemy behind the ship, I prithee watch it well.
Now am I plagued by such a one. Help! Help! For neither can I see where he doth go. He flies so close that my maneuvers fail.
Hold fast, brave Biggs, till I can give thee aid. Upon thy enemy I fly and shoot.
Bold Luke, thou hast a life returned to me. So may I one day give to thee in turn.
I prithee, soldiers, let us hence away, for many of our fighters are removed from their own fleet. Thus let us swiftly go, and straightway make pursuit of those rogue ships.
Oh, Luke, thou art pursued. Pull in.
Pray, guard. Thy back, good Luke. More fighters do approach.
I have been hit, but not unto the death. Small R2, see if thou the damage canst repair. Hang thou on, good droid.
Red 10, canst thou see whither's gone Red 5?
A heavy fire appears upon this side. Red 5, where art thou?
Here, but cannot shake the villain who doth hotly follow me.
I come for thee, good Luke. Be not afraid.
Fie, my dear friend Biggs, where canst thou be? Thou promised that thou owest to me a life. But where is now that help of which thou spokest? 'Twas partly for our friendship I am here. For long I wished to join thee as thou fought, and many were the tales adventurous thou broughtest with thee whilst visiting our home, when still I worked the crops on Tatooine. But now hast thou deserted me, old friend? When I am even at the door of death, hast thou both flown and fled? Say nay, dear Biggs.
Take that, thou scoundrel-based imperial scum.
Great thanks, good Wedge. Heroically hast thou done. I fly, and fly toward my enemies. This day the dark side of the Force shall reign, as I disrupt the weak rebellion's plans, and with my men destroy their every hope. Good pilots both, remain set for attack.
The battle heats as Vader and his men approach the threefold members of Group Gold. The Empire's hate will be fulfilled when Darth makes his power known with blows full bold.
I shall destroy the rebels vile myself. Just give me thy good cover, and 'tis done. Now shoot I once, and death is the result. So much of desolation and of death. Is this rebellion worth the lives here lost? Yet I would gladly my life give to it. Thus reason not the need, my troubled soul.
Whilst all the rebels mourn the loss of life upon the Death Star, tensions have been proved. The rebels' plans hath reared the threat of strife, but Governor Tarkin stands assured, unmoved.
The rebels' sharp attack hath been well probed, and now it doth appear a danger looms. I do confess my love to thee, good sir, and would my very life lay down for thee. Wouldst thou that I make ready thine own ship, that thou mayst flee should fighting turn to death?
Retreat? Whilst we do win the day? You jest. Forsooth I stand unmoved like a rock.
The Death Star shall within 3 minutes be upon the rebel base.
Red boys, 'tis I, thy tried and true red leader. We shall meet upon the mark at 6.1. Make haste. Red 2 doth stand obedient at thy side.
Red 3 doth come.
Red leader, hear me now. It is base 1 who speaks to thee. Keep half thy fighters out of range upon thy next attempt. If one group sadly falls, be like the other shall succeed. So shall we make the Empire take our fleet by halves, not wholes. I hear and understand, good sir. Now, Luke, take thou Red 2 and 3 with thee, and wait upon my signal ere thou makes thy run. Now hence we go, an Empire for to slay.
Red Leader with the others, 12 and 10, make their descent into the trench with speed. Their bravery, cunning, and their acumen may give these men the victory they need.
Dost thou agree it should be in our sights?
Pray keep thine eyes a watcher for those ships that have our comrades cruelly destroyed.
The interference hath become too wide. Red 5, canst thou yet see where thou standst?
I see no ships, but wait. Aye, they approach. They come at .35.
I see them now.
My ship hath come in range of that slab port, the port that hath evaded us so far. But now, the target shall be mine. If ye good friends may hold them a while, I shall this battle end with one swift stroke.
Close in, my lads. We 3 shall ride as one.
Hey, almost there?
Pray fire, else we die too.
Hey, almost there?
They set upon my back. I can no more withstand their quick attack.
I shoot, for rebels' glory, shoot. The blast hath left the shaft.
Hast hit? Is victory yet within our sights?
Alas, my finest effort I have given, and yet the blast falls errant and doth miss the mark. 'Tis but an impact on the surface. Pooh!
Red Leader, be thou not dismayed. We shall protect thee even now. Turn thou toward the .05, and we shall cover thee.
Nay, save me not. My engine hath been crushed, and death is welcome now. Instead, dear Luke, good Wedge, brave Biggs, be thou prepared for thy run, for thou art now our only hope.
Death Star now is but in a minute shall upon the rebel base on Yavin come.
Once more unto the trench, dear friends, once more. The death of our dear friends we see today, and by my troth their souls shall be avenged. I was not angry since I came to space, until this instant. Strike at us, and thou shalt know the power of the force. Thou brute, thou empire full of hate and evil deeds. Aye, pluck us down, and we shall rise again. Our cause is not alone for these good men who here were killed today. Our cause is not alone for those on Alderaan who died. Our cause is for the truth, for righteousness, for anyone who e'er oppression knew. 'Tis not rebellion for the sake of one. 'Tis not a cause to serve a privileged few. This moment shall resound in history for every person who would freedom know. So Biggs, stand with me now and be by my side. And Wedge, fly at my side to lead the charge. We 3, we happy 3, we band of brothers, shall fly unto the trench with throttles full.
We stand with thee, ready for the fight.
But Luke, at that quick pace shalt thou escape before thy speedy ship is blown in twain?
'Twill be like Beggar's Canyon back at home.
The youth descend at once into the trench, wherein their fates shall surely written be. Darth Vader, close behind, prepares to quench his thirst upon the blood of martyrs 3.
We shall stand fast at hand to give thee help.
My scope does show the towers, but the port approacheth not. How certain art thou, Luke, that our computers each can hit the mark?
Good pilot, watch thyself. Increase to full.
I prithee, what shall we do about the tower?
Give thou unto the enemy thy thoughts, but let the tower be my concern alone. Now, R2, fix the stabilizer that hath once more come unhinged. Pray, fix it fast.
I be not fool, but fix.
The fighters are behind us at .3. They come upon my rear too fast. Alack, I have been hit, and must depart, my friends.
Aye, get thee clear, good Wedge. Thou shalt not help our cause if thy ship flieth not. Anon, and live to fight another day with me.
With all my heart, I truly wish thee well.
Aye, let him go, the leader we pursue.
Make haste, O Luke. Methinks they do approach even faster than before. I shall not hold them back nor long.
Now, R2, straight increase the power.
Make haste, Luke. Oh, alas!
That ever I should see this day, oh woe! My childhood friend from Tatooine now slain, protecting me from harm. Thou odest a life, dear Biggs, sweet Biggs, and thou hast paid. And now 'tis down to me, the boy turned warrior. Be still, my errant heart, and seek the Force. The leader now is mine.
Take care, sweet R2D2. Come thou back, I pray.
Luke's ship comes closer to the little port, while Vader and his crew draw all too near. Young Luke to his computer doth resort until he hears the voice speak in his ear. Oh, use the Force, dear Luke. Let go and trust.
I sense the Force in this one here, almost as if I did my younger self espy.
I pray thee, trust me, Luke. All shall be well.
The hearing of these words is like a balm unto my soul. So shall I trust the Force, and not this fallible computer here?
What is this, Luke? The targeting machine hath been turned off. What can be wrong, pray tell?
Nay, all is well. Fear not, good friends. Small R2-D2 hath been lost.
The Death Star now has come within our range.
Commander, thou mayst fire when thou hast made all goodly preparations thereunto.
Now face thy death, thou rebel.
Sir, take heed.
Now in thrice brave Han is on the scene. The smuggler hath returned on errand kind. With sly approach he makes his way unseen, and slays the Imperial pilots from behind.
But how?
Thy path is clear, young Luke. Now do thy deed, and let us all make way back home.
I stretch my feelings out and use the Force, and on the instant seems the porthole vast. Not small or difficult to strike, but large. The ship is armed, and now I take the chance. The blast's away, and with it all our hopes.
The laser hits its mark with certain aim, and as the Death Star aims to strike the base, the chain reaction sets the orb aflame. The Death Star hath exploded into space.
Thy timely blast hath hit the perfect mark. 1 in a million was thy force-filled shot.
Remember me, O Luke, remember me, and ever shall the Force remain with thee.
Hurrah!
Oh, Leia!
Luke, thou didst succeed!
Hi-ho!
Good friend, I knew thou wouldst return. I knew thou must. 'Twas in thy spirit good.
Nay, should a pirate let another take his own reward?
Thou gentle soul, I knew that word of sterner stuff than money made.
Oh, R2, canst thou hear me? Speak, canst thou repair him? Say thou canst, I beg. If any of my parts may be of use, pray say the word.
Fear not, he'll be made whole.
We shall at once begin our best repair.
Now ends a noble quest, a battle won. Now hath a true adventure reached its goal. Now hath the good rebellion faced its foe, and triumphed though it seemed that all was lost.
Along the way, dear friends, we're lost and made. Along the way, strange creatures we have found. The stories have been told, the villains met, the griefs and exultations all played out.
A chance for new beginnings we have made, directing hearts unto the rebels' cause. These are the Star Wars we have fought and won, for now our battles and scenes are done.
Now dawns a new day with the sun of peace, a day whereon the rebels welcome fate. For from their enemies they find release, and now with mirth they come to celebrate. Young Luke, strong in the Force, doth walk beside the noble Han, whose valor won the day. The rebels from an isle and rise with pride, as Luke and Han march forth in grand display. Now Leia smiles and gives them their reward, as each bows low with hope and joy sincere. C-3PO and R2 now restored, look on as brave Chewbacca sounds the cheer. There let our heroes rest free from attack, till darkness rise and Empire striketh back.